Like, tongues.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure their tongues taste good.
I'm sure you could. He's flustered because he was just trying to get the guards to do a thing, and you guys are offering, and he has no idea what to do. This is just some poor local guy.
Well, friend, we will be staying here, so if you want to go, talk to your friends, see, the people that are in danger, see if all of you together could pay our fee, we'll be here waiting.
He
Actually, I
kind of
might
just
even.
nods and walks away, not really knowing what he's doing.
I was actually going to say, if he'd just go get the captain of the guard, we might have a solution for his lizard man problem if he'd like to speak with us. But of course, that's no longer necessary as he's off.
You just told him to go find a fortune, according to him.
It was worth a try.
So, mayor or captain of the guard?
Yeah, we can. Now that we know there's a problem, we can try and search who we can talk to that'll pay our fee.
I feel like those guys might know who we could talk to.
True. So I'll go back up to the guards, I guess, and I'll be all like, "So you guys are having trouble securing what was it, the north?"
Yeah, we've been losing too many guards. We can't afford to patrol out there.
So me and my friends could possibly help you out. Who would we talk to see if they could secure our service?
Captain Jameson.
And where would I find him?
You can find him in. He just rattles off some directions.
Okay. Well, thank you, and I hope my friend didn't offend you. And he's just flushed.
Thanks for the ale.
And I'll go back to our table. All right, so we got to decide how much are we going to ask for?
I guess it depends on how much money this town actually has.
And how many things you want to drag back?
I guess there's a chance that the lizardmen incursion is something to do with what we're here looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at the very least, it'll cement our cover of mercy,
and give us some level of renown.
Yeah. Go from.
We're not just some random group of people. Hey, those are the Blood Ravens. They're the ones who took care of the lizard person issue.
Well then, I think that may be a place to start then.
So
Finish up our round and go find the captain.
sounds like a plan to me.
I will go see if they have some kind of herbalist. See if there's give me information about what kind of plants we could find out there for eating, for medicinal purposes, or for avoiding.
Medicinal.
Potion of healing, whatever. Healing.
Well,
I gotta brew it. Oh man.
so Kazit is going off to look for a herbalist shop. You can find
Something to that
one.
effect, yeah. Okay.
It has a cauldron for a sign. Doesn't have words on it, but it has a cauldron with something bubbling out of it.
Bubbling cauldron. That's what I'm calling it. You're like, crap, that's better than the name I was going to get.
It doesn't have a name on the sign.
That's how you get out of having to name things. There's no name on the sign. Alright.
Pictographs.
These guys can't read anyway. Why would they put names on
That's
it?
true. To be fair, we might not be able to read that well either. A lot of books in the desert. All right, I'll walk in.
The air is pungent from a bunch of different dried herbs hanging up, and it is rather cramped. To a
I'm gonna leave the
normal
door
human,
I'll leave the door open and be like, hey,
this would be a little overbearing. To you, it is.
Fergus, leave the door open. Hold the door open, please. This is. Oh, God. Oh, it's in my brain.
There's way too many scents going on.
Okay. Stick my head out.
We're going to have to get you one of those masks.
Right. Oh, one of the yeah. Oh, a plague doctor mask.
Yeah, plague doctor mask.
Oh,
yeah.
hell yeah! I want one of those. Maybe I'll find one here. Okay.
You might.
I'll try to find a person.
There was a bell that rang as you opened the door, and she was watching. This older woman watches as you do your little routine, and she just pulls a stool forward and sits on it. What can I do you for?
Hi. We are new to the area, and I practice with herbs, and was wondering if there are any. We are planning on traveling north, and wondering what plants to avoid, what plants are useful for sustenance, and possibly for making some kind of healing poultices or potions and whatnot.
Up the river or into the marsh?
To grandmother's house we go. No, wait. I don't know exactly where we're going. We haven't gotten that much information yet.
Well, if you headed into the marsh, and she just starts a list, she just gives you a thorough education. If you could roll me an herbalism check, or as a insight check.
Okay. What attribute?
You're going to use your intelligence, because this is you trying to remember something. Normally you would use your wisdom.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not bad. Alright, she actually can show you what it looks like dried. Some of the things, and you can memorize what it might look like. And she starts to explain that there's lots of odd things in the marsh, but generally she gives you a few things, ideas on what's edible, and then to stay away from the plant with the really bright red berries. They're no good.
Like no good taste bad or no good kill you bad?
No good, kill you bad.
Okay. Give those two.
She's just trying to keep them for herself. They're the best.
They're the best. Maybe you just gotta brew them. You gotta brew them, turn them into a wine, and then when they cook them to get the poison out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll take note of what things she points out.
And then she holds out her hand.
I'll walk out. We're gonna be killing lizard men, lizard persons. That's payment enough.
You're welcome ahead of time.
You didn't even shake her hand. You just walked out.
No, she held it out like, "Are you paying me for this information?"
Mm-hmm.
I knew what she was asking.
And that's what he left without paying because
When she's still alive in a year, you're welcome.
oh man.
All right. And then what were the
Okay.
rest of you doing?
I think we were gonna go hunt down the captain of the guard,
All right.
We're looking for Jameson.
Jameson. Yeah.
Captain Jameson.
Tip one back.
So the place you're directed to is probably one of the more well-crafted buildings in the town. Has a really sturdy door. You know.
So as we're walking through the town, I do want to keep my eyes out for important looking buildings. So like where say the mayor or whatever would live. I want to know where all these people are at.
You can, as you're going through, as you past the building, you see a prominent two-story house that's very squat, sitting on a street with a fountain in front of it, and you guess that's probably where the mayor lives.
I will make note of that
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
in case they try and not pay us.
Right.
Then we'll continue on to where we think Jameson is at.
All right, so the building is a stone building with a very strong door. There are some people standing in front. This might be a inner city guard station. It might be. You don't know.
So have I noticed any like spellcast like do I think that there are any prominent spellcasters in this town?
Roll me an investigation.
That would dictate I God. 12.
12? No. There might be some low-level casters, but there's not going to be anyone prominent here.
Okay.
You
Cool.
think.
Then I will continue with my good attitude. So I walk up to the two men standing outside, and I'm all, greetings, gentlemen. I'm here to see Jameson.
Who's asking?
Well, see, friends, we're here to help you with a little problem that you may be having. We are the Blood Raven. We could possibly help you with your lizard man problem.
He knocks on the door like this and go, "Oi, open up!" And you hear something heavy lifting from behind the door. And it opens.
And I give Garuda, right? What's your name? Garuda? I give Garuda a look like, I don't like this. but I'll still walk in.
So you walk in, and it's actually not the guard station. You're walking into what probably should have been a place where guards should be, but it obviously has been turned into someone's residence. And you're being led into a formal room with a large man in armor that probably fit him 20 pounds ago.
Nice. Jameson, I assume?
Yes.
Your reputation preceded you. We're here to help you with the problem you're having.
He points at he's at a table with a lot of chairs, so and he just points at the chairs for you to take a seat. Nobody's there was only one guy like hanging out, but he's not carrying a weapon. There's a spear at the wall, but he's not really carrying a weapon. The guy at the chair, sitting in the chair, has a sword slung on the back of his chair, but you don't think that's been drawn in months.
So we hear that you're having trouble with lizardmen.
How'd you hear that?
Oh, just word around that the great Jameson has been doing his best, but due to the lack of support from the local guard, he hasn't been able to finish the job.
We've been losing a lot of men. Good men.
Well, you see, it so happens that we specialize.
Specialize?
Oh yes, you see him, and I point towards Gruda. That axe has carved through many a lizard.
Right. So, what are you actually saying?
I'm saying that, for a small fee, possibly take care of problem. Of course, you'd get all the credit.
Bring me back that chieftain's helmet, and I'll get you another reward.
Ding, ding, ding.
So, what type of compensation are we looking? How much?
A hefty sum.
What's hefty to you?
He puts his head on his hands and goes, well, it depends on how many are dead. I'm sure you can keep count.
Oh yeah, we have many fingers plus toes.
Gruda looks very happy at that.
And he's like missing. Oh no!
Oh, plus expensive, correct?
I'm sure there'll be something there worth your while. They've been killing ours.
Well, I think an arrangement can be made. Do you have any information about where we can find this chieftain?
He does this, and somebody brings over a blank map with that's It's not the best map in the world, but it's not terrible. And he takes a quill and marks a small area. We've been losing. This is where we keep losing our men. That's as much as we know.
I look over at Reese. Are you with us, Reese?
I'm here.
Okay. I look over at him, assuming because he's an elf that he's better at tracking than all of us. I look over at him and I'm like having look at the map, look at him, like find the place, or
I can read a map, and I'm lettered, but navigation is not necessarily my strongest suit.
Not that kind of elf.
There's not
I
enough
don't-
trees here to navigate.
I'm a human. All elves are the same.
There aren't enough trees here to navigate necessarily.
No moss to base the north off of.
Where'd the sun come up? Where'd the sun go down?
Nailed it.
Worst case scenario, we'll be able to figure it.
But it isn't a large area that you've circled on the map. So it's not like you're looking through half of the Nat Marsh to find.
It's northwest of Calidor, correct? Of Calistor, correct?
Correct.
But how many days' journey would you say?
Perhaps a day and a half?
That shouldn't be too far, then. Can't say we'd necessarily get lost in case of that.
Well, I think we have an arrangement.
We do.
And I'll stand up and like reach out my hand.
He gives you a hearty clasp of hands.
I give him a look like don't screw us. We're not the people you screw.
When he removes his hand, he claps at his hip, and there is a coin pouch that makes noise.
Okay. A good sized one, worth our time. Alright, we better
The man
link
is
up.
not poor.
Good.
His surroundings of this room, everything, does not scream like this is a poor man.
Very well, then.
I'll start walking back out.
The guy near the door with the spear opens it for you. Tries not to trip over the bar next to him.
After we get outside, I'm gonna turn to two that are with me. Say, does this seem like to you that the soldiers aren't very professional around here?
It's the Nat Marsh.
Well,
It sounds like they've been under attack for a long while. I can't imagine that morale's very high.
They're weak and they're soft.
that's what I was getting at.
We could be very rich from working here.
So I guess we'll try and hunt down Kazood.
He's not
Just
hard
whistle.
to find. You just follow the sneezing.
Follow the
Like
sneezing.
gagging.
Or just whistle. Yeah.
And then I'll let him know that we've made an arrangement and we got our first job.
Awesome. I was able to figure out some things. What to eat, what not to eat, what could be useful. Don't eat red berries. Looking at you. They like kill you bad, not like don't taste good bad, apparently. I double checked. I just made sure,
Like poison or disease?
I didn't ask that much. I just, death bad.
Oh.
Kill you bad or really bad morning bad?
Yeah, she said kill you bad.
Okay.
Okay. So don't eat the red berries.
All right. So, you guys want to head out in the morning, or?
Well, it's like
Yeah,
late afternoon right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's getting closer to evening. I mean, you
We
did
could
have
always.
to drink. You did have to go talk to some people and backtrack through some windy roads. Getting closer to evening.
We
I
could try
might say
to.
tomorrow morning would be better.
We could always try to like scout around the town a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. Because there's a couple things I want to look for throughout the town. Does it look like the wealth is all heavy one end? Like the normal people are super poor. Meanwhile, the mayor and the head town guard are super rich. And
I
then
wouldn't
once again, I'm always looking for me. Always.
They have better crafted stuff, but it's not like everything's gilded and gold. The fact that there is a fountain is pretty cool and pretty expensive, but it's not an overwhelming, beautifully made fountain. It's a pretty simple fountain. But there are people who do make businesses. There are people who wear more rags. There are people who wear not expertly tailored stuff, but well enough. Most people aren't super rich. We don't have the mayor of Lake Town here.
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to make sure wasn't like they're extorting the civilian stuff.
Like a great disparity between the wealthy and the
Yeah.
common folk.
It just seems like they just had some better buildings and of the people who did make some more money. But it's not a castle.
I might suggest a more detailed map of the local region if this is going to be the designated stomping ground for some time.
Maybe there is some kind of hunter of pelts that might know more about the region.
Absolutely. You probably could find that with a little investigation or perception, whichever's better for you, Kazud.
I'd actually take a look for that as well.
All right,
Obviously,
both of you can roll whichever one's better.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if we wanted to look for a guide.
Investigation or perception?
Mm-hmm.
Whoop. Oof.
I do want to say there's a difference in attitude in Jandor between when he was at the war camp and since we've left the war camp. And I think Gruda and Kazun, we've traveled enough that you know this. You know that I hate mages. I hate spies. And that the fact that we were in a war camp run by mages really unsettled.
Well,
Right?
your warlord was not a mage, but the emperor was.
Right. So the
But
warlord
really
works
high
for a mage.
mages are rare, which is why there's the Council of Eight.
Considering the Bright Lands, that's fair that you hate mages. Okay.
But finding a low-level person who probably doesn't know enough to injure himself, you can possibly find that.
Yeah. Like low level mages aren't really like I don't mind them. It's those Those uppity mages that think that they're better than everybody else and should rule the world. Those are the ones I really don't.
Noble mages.
Exactly.
Of course, you're not going to find anyone like that in Callister.
I am a much better.
Much better mood.
There is no giant tower, unless you consider like the watchtowers, which are like 3-story square, and it literally is just a square thing with a staircase going up to look outside the city. There's a couple of those at different parts towards the edges. But really, you're not going to find towers or anything super magey that you're seeing. Both of you. Let me double check your rolls. Okay, so a 23 and a 10. Riz, your elf gets a little distracted because you see someone selling wine and like small rabbit furs. And Kazid can absolutely find someone who's actually selling a bunch of pelts.
I smell tanning agents. All right. Jandor, you talk. I don't. It's always best if I don't.
So I'll head up there. Hello, good sir. Or I'll find. Is there there's a guy there? You said.
There's a guy.
Okay. Would I be correct in assuming that you are a local trapper?
I am. He has a cart rather than an actual store.
Oh, okay. So you go out into the march quite a bit. You know it quite well?
Well enough. I'm not dead yet.
That's always a plus. So, plan on going out. And we were wondering if you perhaps had maps, or you could possibly be our guide.
Oof. I'm not planning on going out for a while. I've got quite a bit to sell.
Of course,
But
completely.
when did you say that you were leaving?
Tomorrow morning.
Where are you staying?
Sorry about that.
The rust. What was it again? The rusty what?
Rusty Dagger.
Rusty dagger. We will be staying at the rusty dagger. Could you give us perhaps tip? I mean, we would make it worth your while. Or let me rephrase that.
Not in character laughing.
I also feel like being able to travel to trap things.
And you would be well protected. I mean, we have plenty of muscles. See?
like poke Gruda.
Yeah, I'm elbowing Groot at that.
He's like, you wouldn't. I'm like do this with his head. You would think that this wasn't also muscle. This is also muscle.
I don't have one. I don't have one right with me, but tomorrow morning I could get you a map
Oh, that would be wonderful. We would greatly appreciate it.
for 50
Like I
gold.
said, the town guard would pay you.
He said how much?
50.
$50
Mhm.
copper?
Gold.
Oh,
You want a good map?
Oh yeah. Jameson was paying.
I don't see Jameson standing in front of me.
Does he stand?
Good question. Not anymore.
Just kind of rolls around.
Gold. Ooh, this would have to be. Of course, we'd have to inspect the map before we pay.
Of course.
And what areas would this map tell?
Mostly outsides. I haven't gone super deep, but I can get you probably a good day range all around the entire Nat Marsh in decent detail. And with some references, I can give you some ideas of some other things in the Nat Marsh.
Some things we need to look out for, some hazards, creatures, things like that.
Yes.
Well, of course, we'd have to inspect the map before we agreed to pay such a ransom. Perhaps 25.
We'll see you in the morning.
Very well.
Now, if you don't mind, and he starts calling out about furs and
How much is he selling his
how much is he overpricing his map?
That too.
furs for? Oh, I know he's overpricing the map.
Oh, he's absolutely
trust me.
overpricing the map.
Oh, trust me, we're gonna have this conversation when it comes in the morning.
It's market value. It doesn't seem well. It's less than you would hear in the Brightlands.
Okay, then I'll pay. I'll buy like a fur as a show of good faith. Charge me.
What are you looking for?
It's like something I can throw over my chainmail, like over my shoulders.
Yeah, you can. He has something that'll work.
All right,
It's a wolf pelt.
pelt. All right. All right,
And
then we'll go ahead and head back. Anything else anybody wants to do?
Not that I can afford.
Yeah, I'm getting.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of money.
So, can we afford 25 gold?
yes, you can
For a map?
afford 25 gold.
Well, no, I'm not going to pay 25 gold. We'll have that discussion. But after he's already took the time to draw it,
Mm-hmm.
all that, now he has nobody to sell it. Sure, we'll get it. I can be
Hold
quite.
on 1 second. I need to turn on the light so I don't disappear into the blackness.
But aren't you supposed to let the void consume you? Like that's what it does. It's kind of its thing.
Go away from the light.
Go away from the light.
Come to the dark side. We have cookies.
Brownies.
Berries.
Come for the kid. Put red berries.
Red one. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have red berries pretty soon.
Don't go towards the light.
So you guys can make it back to the Rusty Dagger and negotiate for a room, as in you're paying a silver for like 3 rooms.
Double up to her.
Mm-hmm.
Current point in time, I have to agree to this.
Yeah. You said how much was it total?
It's a silver for all 3 rooms, right?
Yes.
Okay, I got that covered.
Okay. It's not a bad price.
Yeah, that's fair. And we'll get some food downstairs and have a few rounds of drinks and chit chat with the locals and see if we can get any extra tips on how to get directly towards where these damn lizard men are.
Yeah, and any rumors of any magical items, stuff like that.
Or
Kind of
strange
just
happenings.
a general gathered information. Or
Roll me perception.
could I roll?
All of us or just one of us?
Individually.
Okay. Nice.
Mhm.
I was playing Dragon Chess. I wasn't paying attention.
I got a 12.
Alright.
I'm super perceptive.
Roll
Go
20.
team.
Holy
7,
wow, roll 20.
7, 12, 12.
Consistency is key.
So I'm gonna just say it's time to pull out the dice set, right? With all these sevens.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with roll 20, deciding that everyone is forever mediocre.
Whoa!
I mean, last time I played roll 20, I rolled 3 ones and 7 rolls.
I rolled a decent amount of nat 20s on roll 20. Honestly. Humble brag. I guess.
Humble brag.
Or there just wasn't any information for us to gather. And the dice were just for like,
You are definitely not going to hear anything about any magical items. There's like tall tales, drunk stories.
How about recent strange happenings?
this group of 7 people just came into town.
A group of 7 people just came into town armed,
And they don't want to immediately leave.
They look weird.
who
They
aren't
said everybody
traders.
smells like farts.
They aren't coming and selling stuff, and you're weird.
In a way, we're traders. Trade service.
Yeah, but you aren't trading goods.
The real question is, does Gruda get in a fist fight?
You mean does he win a fist fight?
D100 high-low.
He said 1 minute. He said 1 minute.
I know, but I'm not going to do a high-low with roll 20. I will roll it with actual dice.
That's a wise decision. I like that. I can point directly. Oh wait, no. I'm looking at the other version. It's like that would be correct.
Yes.
Yeah, that's correct. On my screen, that's a wise decision. Everything else, that's a wise decision. Oh.
I sit back and I tell stories of my military career. Pretty much all. Gruda's back.
So, Gruda, high-low, do you get into a fist fight with somebody tonight?
I could see that being like a fun thing, like who's the big guy around here. I'm okay with that.
High or low?
Hi.
No. He does not get into a fist fight, mostly because the guy takes a swing at him and falls to the floor.
These guys are.
I rolled a 2.
At the very least, we can say one thing. There are not short on drunks here.
We just added to the populace. And I look over at Kazood.
So you have a very good evening. And probably head off to bed. Unless you're going to find something else to do. Alright.
No, I'm not going to find anything else to do.
You will switch off rooms however you choose. It doesn't matter. You easily can fit 2 people to a room. They're not very big rooms, but there's mattresses for two people that you could either squish together or not, depending on who is using the room.
How comfy you want to be with your roommate?
How comfy you want to be with your roommate. But the quality is you've slept on worse.
And we aren't getting sand in places, so.
And you aren't getting sand in places. And it doesn't smell like decay.
You know, that is one very good point about the forest. No sand.
It's true.
No sand.
So the morning comes around, and I'm sure you all stumble or walk in some sort of fashion downstairs to get breakfast.
Walking.
Yeah, I'm walk downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get downstairs, you see the trapper from yesterday sitting there.
Oh, friend. Perfect timing.
With a steaming mug that he's just sitting there with. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
So, did you finish our map?
He taps the scroll case that's sitting on his shoulder.
Are we going to get a look at it?
Of course.
How detailed is it?
With what he said, the first day to day and a half travel is very detailed. There's some inner parts where he marked in here. Well, it's like rumors of a lich's cavern here. Something spooky in a different.
Stay away from Lich Cavern.
Something spooky in a different section, but he doesn't say what.
What does the north look like? Where we think we're headed? Like, does he have any detail on that?
He does. He has detail around the entire perimeter of the marsh, where most people would go venture into.
Well, unfortunately, friend, don't know if we can spend 25 gold on that.
Well, what would you spend on this?
5.
15.
$5.
Roll
Or
persuasion.
you can find somebody else who wants to buy it. I'm sure these farmers want to know where all that is.
Roll persuasion.
That. God.
Roll intimidation.
There we go.
Look, my friend. We are.
God.
We've come from outside of the swamp to come and seek an opportunity to help this community. We're looking to alleviate some of the issues with the local lizardman population and open up the area available to local business, your business, other small businesses of farming, collecting resources, hunting, trade goods, everything of the sort. for us to do what we need to do to help you and everyone around here, this would help us a great deal. If you can help us help you, maybe we can come to an accord.
8 gold,
Help.
final offer.
I'll look at Jandor.
All right, gold. I looked at everybody else like, give me some money. I'm not buying this all by myself.
There was some gold in the gear that you were given. So you haven't.
Okay.
There was, I would say, 100 gold that you guys have as party loot.
Who has control of that party loot that's on roll?
Everyone.
Who wants to take care of that?
What's that?
Who wants to take care of that? Just keep track of that. Yes. 100 gold. Roach. Alright, cool. I haven't
Got
done
it.
this yet.
Gold. Minus 8 gold for the map.
So you now have an excellent quality map with questionable center. For the parts that are mapped, they're in very good detail.
Surrounding cap. And then we're also minus the 3 silver from the inn.
It was 1 silver for all 3.
Mm-hmm.
Was it 1 silver?
Yes?
And Gruda covered that.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So I'll put that back in party loot.
Mm-hmm.
And we have an excellent quality map of the area surrounding Calastor.
Surrounding the Gnat Marsh.
Surrounding that marsh. Thank you for correcting me. Okay. I'll just pop that out and watch that then.
And he will roll the map up carefully and put it in the scroll case and hand it over to you. Pleasure doing
Right.
business with you folks.
Thank you very much.
You have a feeling that he just sold his personal map.
Still, 8 gold. God.
Mm-hmm.
Less than 50, less than 25.
Yeah, it's a hell of a lot cheaper than he said originally, so
He was trying to see what you guys would pay.
that's fair.
Just like I was when I was trying to extort the village.
Extort.
He was absolutely
both
trying
ways.
to extort the civilian.
We need to pick a different word. Extortion sounds like terrible.
You're right. Blackmail.
Maniacally, no. Maniacally persuade, no. Okay.
Protection
Diplomatically
badge.
extract funds.
It's life insurance. We're making sure they're going to be okay by them paying us.
Exactly.
It's a very beautiful thing.
So I guess we gather up our stuff. Anybody want to do anything before we head out?
No, I think I'm good.
Who is our nature person?
I guess that's me.
I don't have. I do have survival though.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have survival. I could try to navigate through that way.
I can potentially assist.
All right.
Well,
I think if we have Gruda use his survival, and then have Kazood keep eyes out for any of the use his survival to keep eyes out while we're traveling for any of the herbs that we were doing. I think that would be our best bet.
Sure.
Medicine.
Now, might I ask you, shopkeep, what is the original range for Dreamweed around this time?
Dreamweed?
Different game world.
I know exactly what Dreamweed is.
I know.
Is it weed that puts you to sleep?
In a way.
It's weed that makes you hallucinate. It's
Just take
basically
mushrooms.
LSD weed.
Oh, nice.
It's an enlightenment. It's an
That is my
enlightenment
shit.
plant. It's a cultural enlightenment plant. Thank you.
Okay.
Of
Like
which
Sam
it does not
Zuckerberg.
exist in the world of Greyhawk.
No, it does not exist in the world of Great.
Come, we shall sally forth into the mires of stinkiness.
Flushing around in the marsh.
You absolutely start to make
Can
your
I?
way north.
Can I cast Citronella Candle?
No.
No. Okay.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
set myself on fire, and that way.
Every time I feel like I'm being overwhelmed by mosquitoes, I set myself on fire briefly to kill the mosquitoes.
How about
Doing
now,
what I said.
mosquitoes? One down, 500 million to go.
Confligurate.
Conflagrate.
Great use for the 0 level spell Spark.
It was like a cloak of immolation for purposes of pest removal.
Fuego!
Yes. You are being eaten alive by mosquitoes as you travel northwards into the marsh. Gruda manages to get you guys in the right direction, going without getting too lost.
Yay!
I know what north is.
And not getting you into any major pitfalls along this route. You think you saw an alligator once. You weren't certain.
That's good eatings.
Gaming. Only if you cook it wrong.
Probably.
Make it into a gumbo.
Make some boots out of the skin.
You absolutely could if you saw it again.
Too slow.
And you get to a spot where you think it's dry enough that you can camp for the night.
Okay.
This looks good.
I wanna look around and make sure there's no like alligators around or snakes around. Mess with us.
Alright. Roll me some perception.
Every time somebody's perception, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, yeah, he does.
Far as you can tell, there's no gators around.
All right, cool. Are we gonna start a fire to cook some food or?
Oh, we're talking like watch cycle?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't mind helping.
Probably the two people who can see in the dark.
Yeah.
Probably want to be
most
awake
definitely.
when it's darkest.
So I can take the first watch, and Kazoo, you can take the last one.
Sure. And then the other two can do
I can take second.
2 hours in there somewhere. Yeah.
And Gruda will also use speak with animals. And he's going to let his pet owl Hoots know that to be on the lookout too.
Oh yeah,
And
I
he's
forgot about.
And he'll also tell the pack mule and the stupid horse that they need to be on the watch out and to stick together, not to be wandering off.
They understand what you're saying and stick together.
Right. So first watch. Want me to roll a perception on the watch? Or?
Yes, please.
I will have. Hold on, let me find the list. I will have Fergan be on first watch, Eldar be on the second watch, and Azure be on third watch. Just so that everybody except me has somebody additional.
All
And I
right.
guess Gruda's on second or third.
Gruda was on third, and Adelair is on second.
I thought who's on first? What's on second? I don't know what's on third. Today's a pitcher, tomorrow's a pitcher. Anyway, I'll stop.
This is how you play the game. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5.
All right. So
That's I suppose technically I could actually just select them. But that's what Fergan got for watch.
yeah, me and him got the same.
As far as you can tell, nothing's happening.
All right. So I guess I'm waking up Adelair.
Correct.
And then I have to click a thing.
And Eldar.
And Alda.
Hey, thanks, Roll20. Appreciate it.
Got something good.
Oh,
Oh,
well, hello.
He's like,
And Eldar's got dark vision as well.
no, but he's just like, I heard that.
Wait. Do you hear that?
I hear mosquitoes having sex. Why are you listening to that? I can't help it. They're in my ear. To be fair, they're in my ear. It's under all of us.
Once you hear it, you can't just let it go.
Right.
Everything's fine.
It feels rude to stop. Terrible.
For all intents and purposes, I think I could just stay awake for the rest. Because elf meditation. Unless I'm incorrect, I can't recall specifically.
I think you have to do. Don't you have to do 4 hours?
yeah. We were only doing 2-hour watch.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll go back to my meditation.
So next time we can, in theory, just have you and Bruta switch. So you just do your trance for the first 4 hours, and then you can watch for the last 4.
Or vice versa.
And well, yeah, instead of having to take the splitting it up.
All right. Gruda. Your turn.
Oh, did he? I'm going to let my owl do it. He's got dark vision for 120 feet. And
They're
then
just
he's
really
also
good at hearing things.
got the super perception. Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
My owl is chewing up some mouse, and he does not know what's going on. And I'm
Too
not
Correct.
busy,
functionally
too busy
blind.
lecturing that donkey and horse.
Get out of my swamp.
God, that's funny.
amazing. Well, hopefully nothing sneaks up on us during that time.
He's like, who did you want watching? Who?
Yeah,
Who?
he's too busy staring at the fire.
I wonder what I taste like. Whoa, bro.
Burning. Tastes like burning.
Well, unfortunately, during this time, he does hear something swimming in the water.
Da-na.
Whoa, we're in the ocean?
There's water
No.
nearby. You're still in the marsh.
No, I meant the Jaws theme. That's the ocean.
Marsh, we gotta get.
Down out like banjos instead.
Yeah.
Really, no, the Jaws theme, but on banjos. Down,
I'm
down.
pretty sure that exists somewhere on YouTube.
Oh, I guarantee.
I'm assuming that I don't notice until it's pretty much too late.
Well, I mean, your retainer got pretty good, right?
He hears something swimming. And Sir throws a rock at Garuda's feet. Because hitting Garuda is not going to do anything. To get his attention.
Because he's dead.
Because he's numb.
What?
Mosquito?
Do you hear that?
And then Garuda starts looking around, hefts up his axe. Tries to sneak towards the sound.
Well, as you get closer, roll me a stealth. Because you said you were trying to sneak. Alright. Your boots are pretty quiet. And you see, because you have dark vision, something kind of floating half in out of the water. Is it a log that's just moving? And then you see part of it's moving. The tail end of the log is moving in this kind of sidewinder way. It's a crocodile.
Oh, I'm gonna. Is it close enough I can smash it?
Not yet. But it's coming your direction.
Yeah. I'm gonna. If I can move a little bit closer without getting in the water, because I want it to come up to me a little bit more.
You probably want to stay where you are.
So then I will wait.
So, Asur goes, "What's out there?"
It's a crocodile, I think.
He kind of starts shaking, walking over and shaking a boot. Alright. How do I do an initiative tracker?
Uh,
Yeah.
no say. I've never dabbled in.
Yeah, I'll figure it out later. We
So on
can.
the character sheet, there should be an initiative thing. You click on it, and then on the bottom left side of the toolbar, near the bottom, there should be an initiative list thing you can pull up.
He immediately goes into rage.
Of course he does. So the barbarian immediately goes into a rage. So you said on the characters, bottom left, you said?
No, on the bar on the left of the Roll20 with stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
At the very bottom of it, I believe that's the initiative. I don't have it on mine because player, but
Snap to center.
very bottom.
That's help. No, I don't. I will figure it out later. So we have a 10 initiative right now, and you want to roll initiative for Esur?
Mhm.
Oh, he's already there.
Where are we?
Hey.
He goes at a 17. All right. Esur goes first, waking someone up. And he's going to wake up Karud as his action.
You mean Gazood?
Kazood, sorry.
I was like,
You
Darude
can-
is Sandstorm. You got mixing them.
No,
you
Druid
can
casts
roll. You can roll initiative.
Ignore my second one. I was just trying to see if I could force the tracker to show up.
No, I think the GM has to actually force it.
I have to
Yeah.
actually force it. I'll figure it out for next time.
No
So you're next.
What? Oh,
Croc.
danger. All right, I am going to up. Can I hold my shield and a torch in my offhand? Or no?
It's the clock on that bar.
All right.
Hey, there it is.
Oh,
Thank
and
you.
adjust mine to a 10. That was my first roll.
I'll reroll mine just so you can put it on there. That's pretty close anyway, so you probably don't have to actually adjust that.
All right.
I do not sleep.
Yes, I think you need to roll again because I think I can't just.
You can add them. Go to the tool, the little thing, add a name, and then put in the.
All right. He is at an 8. And then I need. What is the what is the name of the person who I'm adding? Yours.
We can just have them go on my initiative,
All right.
just for ease. I mean, obviously not this round since.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you click on the crocodile's number, you number.
So long as there's no ticking coming from the crocodile, I think we'll be okay.
There is no ticking coming from the crocodile. This is the wrong world for that.
I know.
That would mean that Captain Hook exists or existed.
Never smile at a crocodile.
Rufy. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Can I hold a shield and a torch in my offhand, or no?
No. You can have
Okay.
a lighted shield, but you cannot have both.
Okay.
I'm assuming we still have our fire gun.
You do.
Yeah, that's what I was. I don't know how far away it is, so I'm gonna stand up, and while I'm doing that, I'm gonna grab like a log, something to use as a light source.
I mean, Kazood could set his shield on fire.
No.
No.
And then move towards Bruta, who's super angry already.
All right.
I don't know how far away he was.
He's probably a good 20 feet from
Okay. All right, so I
the
will.
camp.
Yeah, I will. I'll get right behind him. Like, so I'll have to dash because standing up would be half my movement.
Mm-hmm.
So. Or no, if he's 20 from the camp, then. I'll just move my movement, and then that'll be my turn.
All right. Gruda, it's your turn. Do you have your minion do anything else?
He's just gonna watch for anyone else. He'll hoot if somebody or anything else like moves towards the camp.
Does Kazood have his minion do anything else?
Oh, no, they woke me up. They'll be ready to kind of defensively in case somebody needs healing.
All right. So what is Garud doing?
He's going to run up. Or not run up, but has the crocodile moved up in closer, or is it still out in the water?
Not. It is. It looks like it's going to be moving closer.
Then I'm gonna launch at it with a javelin.
All right.
Or no, wait, I have to. Did I already?
You are raging.
So yeah, that means I gotta go to melee. Then yeah, I guess I'm gonna move in a little bit.
It doesn't.
Right?
It doesn't.
Isn't it melee?
No, you don't have to. You just don't get the advantage or the extra damage bonus. You can still throw something while raging.
Yeah. Okay.
Just angrily throwing a javelin.
Rawr.
In the general vicinity of.
Yeah, near it. You know, I'm angry with my javelin near it.
I'm very angry. I'm angry with my javelin.
You are angry with your javelin near it.
You miss the crocodile, you hit the river floor.
What the hell,
Yeah,
javelin?
it's sticking out of the water. You can retrieve it later.
You had one job, javelin.
One job.
One job.
All right. It starts moving up the bank. And is going to try and bite Garuda because he is the closest thing.
He was also angry near it.
He was angry near it. I don't believe the crocodile bites you.
That's a negative.
Ghost Rider.
All right. We are back to Kazood.
Okay. thought I wrote it down somewhere.
So does Jandor and Adelaire like hear the battle going on? Do we
They're
wake
taking a
up?
nappy. They're taking.
I'm out cold. I got earplugs in. I'm good.
I can try and make a perception check while I'm in
Perception
my
check?
trance.
Both of you?
Semi-aware. Huh.
No.
Ha. No.
Jandor, roll initiative.
I'm having a really good pseudo dream.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I got a 6. Or
Mhm.
Oh,
that
Aw.
one second.
Well, that makes sense. You're still waking up until it gets to be your turn.
I'm like, huh? What's going on?
All right. Kazood, it is your turn.
Okay. As my bonus action, I'm going to activate my right. Yep. Oh, active. Deals D4. All right. So my as I I arc lightning out of my hand, burning my hand slightly because I dropped my max hit points down by 3.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Stop tweaking out. Oh, just not work then. That's fine.
Uh-oh.
It's just being stupid right now. Okay. Keep that under temporary. And then I'm gonna move because you said it moved and tried to bite him. Okay, I'm gonna move slightly closer, right behind Garud, and you know what they say when a problem comes around, you must whip it, and whip it good,
Whip it good.
or whip it in its vicinity moderately. Okay.
Whip in its
but don't do
vicinity.
it.
Does
What?
your companion do anything? Do you have him
Yeah,
wake
they
anybody
will.
else up?
I don't know how tough these are, so I'm not yet about whether or not we need backup. They're gonna use Sacred Flame,
All right.
so it needs to make a Dex check, Dex saving throw against DC 12. Nice.
It rolled a 7. It fails.
So, all right, so we'll take
D.
8. No, oh,
Oh.
yeah, that seems
Oh.
about right.
Thanks, Roll20.
Hey, no, my experience, it's much like spiritual weapon always misses. Somebody's home apparently. It's always, if they fail their saving throw, it's always terrible damage. Hey, but 1 damage is 1 damage, more than it had taken.
You're right.
But yeah, no, that's gonna be it.
It's no Ultra Blast, but it'll do.
All right. Gruda. There is a crocodile in your face.
Gruda smash. And I'm already raging, so I'm gonna go ahead and decide to recklessly attack as well.
Okay.
Because I'd like to have advantage if I could, Miss DMM.
Go ahead. You hit.
Oh, great. Dang.
12? I'd like 12.
You'd like
12
to hit it
damage.
for 12?
Yes, ma'am. I can't wait for 5th level when I get more attacks.
Mm-hmm. That's when it just gets disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm a swing twice.
I believe 18 hits you.
That is correct. D10 plus 2.
Yep.
Oh, I'm grappled now, huh?
Correct.
Clamps on.
It clamps on.
Let's see, what's half of 9? Is that 4 or 5?
I think it's 4.
Excellent.
From there, I forgot everything runs down, not up.
That's why I asked. I couldn't remember which it was.
I'm just going to assume everything runs down.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everything rounds down.
Yeah, I think it's in our favor.
Mm-hmm. All right. Jandor, it is your turn.
All right, so I'm gonna scream very loudly. A crocodile chomp down on, or not a, but a crocodile chomp down on my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that wakes up our elf friend.
Perception check?
Initiative?
Oh, okay.
I think I yell loud enough. You're gonna wake up.
Oh,
Hit that button.
Then I'm gonna half my movement, stand up,
All right.
grab my sword, and right in front of me.
Where's the perception or the initiative button?
Right next to
It's
armor class.
on your character sheet, right next to armor class. Click.
Oh, I see. The little title word down below.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Okay.
And I'm gonna swing with my great sword.
You come up swinging, apparently.
Oh, I didn't roll
hit.
mine. Dang it. Okay, I rolled twice.
What the fuck? Roll 20.
15 hits.
12 slashing damage.
And you have killed the